Alright, hello, I'm doing another reaction video, this time to something Homestuck. That's right, for all you Homestuck fans out there, I'm reading John Lewis's Daddy. I haven't really made it all that far, I've only heard tiny little bits of it. And I'm gonna try to read it all without freaking hell out. Alright, let's get this over with. Daddy dearest. John is a good boy, and he loves his daddy. John loves making his daddy happy. He always makes good grades in school, so his daddy will smile and pat him on the head. He learned to bake even though he hates cake, so his daddy would praise him and give him hugs. He never uses bad words and is always polite, so his daddy gives him kisses. John loves his daddy, still lets him let in his lap. And he loves how his daddy's arms hold him close, all snuggly and warm. John loves how his daddy undresses him for bath time, and he loves that he's allowed to undress his daddy. John loves sitting in the bathtub with his daddy, and that his daddy is careful to watch him everywhere. He loves how his daddy wraps him in a warm, fluffy towel and picks him up. He loves how his daddy lays him gently on the bed. John loves when his daddy kneels over him and starts gently touching him, caressing him. And he loves the soft murmurs of encouragement he gets when he moans softly, like a mewling kitty. He loves when his daddy spreads his legs, hands so gently like he's afraid John will break. And he loves when his daddy's slick fingers press inside a little hole. Finding this spot makes him shudder, mew, and vision go white. John loves how his daddy gently strokes his small cock as he pulls his fingers out. And he is careful to take deep breaths, like his dad says, keeping himself relaxed. John has no problem relaxing, and even smiles softly as his dad presses the head of the cock into his stretch hole. No, he knows it'll hurt. It hurts at first. It always does. But John trusts his daddy, and his daddy never hurts him on purpose. And it does hurt, and John clenches his daddy's shoulders, trying not to cry. And his dad softly murmurs what a good boy he is, and strokes him gently, rubbing his sides and backs where he can reach to comfort John. His daddy waits patiently still until John has adjusted and nods to move. And his dad thrusts him softly and slowly until John mews and squirms, pressing the soft kisses to his dad's cheek and neck, and his dad thrusts a little faster and just a little harder. And then he reaches that little spot again, and then John arches up into his daddy's touch. And his daddy keeps up with a steady pace, stroking John in time until John clenches his hands again, moaning softly as he comes, as his daddy calls it. His daddy shudders, kisses him lightly as he comes inside of John, which feels warm and wet but nice. John falls limp onto his bed, giving a small, weak mew as his dad pulls out of him. His dad cleans him up with a towel from the bath, kisses his forearm, and tells John that he did good and that he loves him. John smiles up at his daddy as sweetly as he can manage and tells his dad that he loves him too, before yawning softly and kittenishly rubbing at his eyes. His daddy tucks him snugly into bed, brushing his hair back and kissing his forehead again, whispering goodnight. John whispers goodnight back, and his dad leaves, turning out the light and closing the door. John snuggles down into bed, soft little fingers curling gently in the sheets as he drifts off to sleep, with only one thought in his head. John, he loves his daddy. Wow. Before anybody says anything, this, apparently the warning says this contains incest, but John is aged up to 16, even though it's a childish sort of tone. I'm glad my dad didn't walk in on me when I was reading this. thought this is actually quite funny, and I actually like this. I won't read it again because that was a bit disturbing. I do not agree with Egbert and says. But oh god, this is actually kind of funny. Alright, hopefully I'll be doing some more reaction videos. I think the next one I'm gonna do is, actually for this Italia. Well, it's not really a reaction video, it's more like, oh crap, I have the word in my head, but I can't say. Pretty much I'll be doing a review on the popular Italia fan fiction Giving In, which is Russia times Canada thing. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction video, and yeah, thank you.